What is going on, guys? Welcome back into the channel. Today we are going to be talking about the Weasel Plaza Shootout, or the Die Hard event that happened last year in December of 2022, which I believe is coming back again for December 2023. Now, as I just mentioned, the event is based on the movie Die Hard, which we can debate if it's a Christmas movie or not, but it is certainly a very popular movie, and the scene in which they are reenacting is also one that I believe many people will recognize. Now, first things first, so it is the Weasel Plaza Shootout, meaning you're going to need to be near the Weazel Plaza building. That building is located in Rockford Hills, and in order to trigger this event, you're going to have to be within 400 meters of this building. You're also going to need to be around the building between 8 p.m. and 6 a.m. and have been in a session for at least 20 minutes. Now, it doesn't matter if this is a public lobby, a solo lobby, invite only, whatever it is. I happen to do this with a friend in an invite only lobby. A lot of people seem to be having trouble getting this to trigger. To be honest, we were just messing around on the ground near the building, and eventually the event just triggered for us. So I think if you just were hanging around there at the time, you probably got lucky. That's really all it was. As for the event itself, so once you get to the rooftop, you're going to see criminals having a shootout with the police. It doesn't really matter who you shoot. You can shoot the criminals, the police, either way, you're going to end up in a shootout and with the cops on you after it's all said and done. So once you've killed a bunch of people on the roof, you're going to want to run around to all the dead bodies, and it should be one of the criminals who would have dropped the WM29 pistol, and you should be able to just pick it up right there, and you will have unlocked the WM29 pistol as well as the Seasons Greetings Livery that you can apply to the Pistol Mark II. Now, I realize it's not exactly fair to compare this event to the Gooch event. I don't really want to do that because I like the Gooch event. I think it's a lot of fun. I don't necessarily think this is as fun, but I do think you get better rewards in the Weazel Plaza Shootout than you do from the original Gooch event, which was last year, where all you did was get the Gooch mask. At least here, you get a new gun as well as a livery that I actually think is relatively cool looking, and it's on a gun that I feel a lot of people will probably use considering it's a Mark II weapon. And I don't want to delve too deep into this, but the problem with any clothing reward is simply that it's clothing. It doesn't have much of a use other than it being funny looking or cool looking, and it's just something that you wear. I really enjoy the events where you get a weapon out of it, or you get some sort of a discount, or something that you can use on something that you use more frequently. So personally, I think this is a great event, or at least a great reward for this event, versus the Gooch event, which I may have enjoyed more, but I don't necessarily think the reward was as worth it as other events have been or could be. Because in the end, what you don't want to feel is cheated, because this is time that we're spending doing this. And feeling cheated on your time, there's not really many things worse than that. Especially in a game like GTA, where a lot of what you're doing is waiting for things to refresh, waiting 20 minutes, 48 minutes for things to refresh so you can get involved in that event, so you can get rewards that you want to unlock. But I digress, and we need to get back to the actual matter at hand, which is the WM29 pistol. That is one of the rewards you get from the Weasel Plaza Shootout. I typically like the new guns they add, but I don't love the WM29 pistol. It's a pistol. It's pretty good. It's nothing insane. I've heard it sounds cool with the silencer. I mean, that's pretty great, right? I do think just getting a gun is much better than other rewards, but I'm not going to sit here and say that it's the best gun I've ever seen. Certainly not. I'm actually about to go over and put the livery on the Pistol Mark II, which I would say is a much better pistol, especially the fact you can add special bullets to it. As you can see, I'm going into my Terabyte. Now, you can go into your Terabyte, MOC, anywhere that you can upgrade weapons to Mark II, you can also add liveries to those Mark II weapons, as well as add special bullets, whatever you want to do in there. You just need to be able to upgrade your weapons in this place, and that is where you'll be able to add this livery to those special weapons. And like I said, you can take a look here. I actually think it looks pretty cool on this gun. It's pretty stylish, and I think it actually looks really cool with the hollow point rounds because they have the green color at the bottom, which matches the Seasons Greetings livery very well. So yeah, if you can't tell, I care much more about having cool looking guns than I do cool looking or funny looking clothing. In first person, you get a really good look at how cool this gun actually turns out to look. Also, it's not just a cool looking gun. This is a really good gun. Again, it's Mark II. It's powerful. especially when you add in the hollow point rounds or one of the other special rounds. So while yes, it looks really cool, it also packs a punch, and it's definitely functional. It's actually my go-to stealth weapon when you add a suppressor with the hollow point rounds. It just really turns out to be a great and good looking gun. Anyway, there's one more thing I wanted to discuss. I realized there were a lot of people that already had a hard enough time getting this event to pop up the first time. But if you had been able to get it to pop up again, you obviously would not have unlocked the WM29 Pistol for a second time. All that will happen is you'll still be able to engage in the event, but once the shootout is over or there's nobody left on the roof, the same person that you got the WM29 Pistol from will simply drop a wallet that contains $25,000. That is all you will get after the first time, and that's all you would have gotten every time after that, if you were lucky enough to trigger that event that many times. That said, that just about wraps everything up. As always, you guys can find me on TikTok, IG, X, anywhere where I can put dumb videos. And once again, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it, and I can't wait to make more for you guys. Take it easy out there, happy holidays, and I'll see you on the next one.